Hey guys, it's Tony here. Bitcoin looks worse than it actually is. For many people, this little tiny dump seems like it's the end of the world. Everybody's saying that we're going to be going down to like negative 3,000. Everybody thinks that we're going to be falling down and it's the end of the bull market. Now, what I want to tell you guys today is that they are wrong. Number one, you cannot go to negative 3,000 because it's impossible. But number two is because on the weekly time frame, we have so much support levels that is saying that we will be actually going up. We are practically done falling, and this is the time for Bitcoin to shine. I want to talk to you guys about all that and more in this video, so let's get into it. So, let's go on the weekly time frame to tell you guys why I think that Bitcoin is done falling. The most first thing you see when we come on, well, hopefully, is the EMA ribbon, because that's one of the most important things that I have on right now. Look at this. Bitcoin's inside the EMA ribbon, and you might, if you look in the history, see that we had the same exact thing like this before. If you look back here, this was a period of where everybody was also scared. I mean, you should be. Look how far we've fallen already. We fell like 55% till the wick. That was probably a really scary part. But this was when we were on the bottom inside of the EMA ribbon. This is a really important part. Now, this part and this part have something in common. Let me tell you what. When we were falling, when did we stop falling? We stopped falling when we went to the bottom of the EMA ribbon. We tapped perfectly. We tapped perfectly at the bottom of the EMA ribbon, and then we went up. Of course, right here, we tapped the top of the EMA ribbon, and then we started going up. We never broke this EMA ribbon. Now, let me tell you, this weekly EMA ribbon is actually showing when we're going to be in a bull market versus when we are in a bear market. Let me just show you. When we fall, we always tap the EMA ribbon. Look at this. When we fell right over here after this COVID dump, where did we tap? We tapped the top of the EMA ribbon. Whoops. Where did we tap the second time? The top of the EMA ribbon. Where did we tap the third time? The bottom of the EMA ribbon. Where did we tap the fourth time? The top of the EMA ribbon. Or where are we tapping the fifth time? Right over here. We don't know yet. Totally not the top, so maybe the bottom. It could well be. But the point is that we stop dumping when we are at the EMA ribbon. We never break below it unless it's going to be the end of the bull market, which is why everybody thinks that it's going to be in a bull market. But look at this. You might be saying, wait, we did break below. You see all these wicks? You might say wicks are not important, but we also had this candle right over here. But it does not matter unless it's a daily close. So we can technically fall down more in the short term. We could go below this level. We could go below the bottom of the EMA ribbon, guys. It's really possible. If we start falling right now and we fall all the way to 43,700, which is where the EMA ribbon is, and we break below with the wick, as long as we come back up before the daily closes and then the next candle closes, in 2 weeks, we can go back up. So it will take us 2 weeks in order to confirm that we're out of the bull market. So really low chance for us to break below this EMA ribbon. We can come out with wicks. We can have a bunch of wicks coming out. But as long as it's not a daily close and a rejection confirmation, we are fine. I don't know why everybody's getting scared. Not only that, but where we dump to right now, I can turn on something that is going to show really, really bullish. How bullish Bitcoin is, in fact. Look at this. We tapped the moving average, a huge moving average. Well, this does not look that much of an important moving average. The 50-week moving average. You might be like, what is that? I have no idea. What is the 50-week moving average? It's a really important moving average. We confirm support on it, and we also confirm support on the trend, guys. So right now where we are at, it's a really big support level. And even though it looks bearish, this is a really big support level, and it is, in fact, bullish. Now, if we go on the daily time frame, you can also see that where we are right now, that is a 200-day moving average. Now, you might remember that because that is a really, really important level. If you don't remember, guys, that's a 200-day moving average. A moving average, it takes the last 200 days and makes it into a moving average. So it's the average of the last 200 days. Self-explanatory, guys. So look at this. We confirm support on the moving average, and we are right now going up. This is a huge level. Of course, we do have resistance, like I said, at 53, at 49, but this is a huge level. And in the long term, we have more supports. Like we have this whole entire, you see this white trend line? You can delete this right over here, but you see this white trend line right over here? it goes really far. It goes all the way to the COVID dump, and it acts as support, it acts as resistance, it acts as support, it acts as resistance, it acts as support, and right now it's a support. So we are at a huge support level right now, and this is why I am personally bullish in the long term, and this is why I said, in order for me to be bullish in the short term, it's 53, but the whole entire time was bullish in the long term. We are also, like I said already, in a bull market, guys. So Bitcoin looks worse than it actually is. This EMA ribbon is the most we could fall. The most we can fall is 43 on the weekly time frame, guys. We can fall, of course, more on the smaller time frames before we can't close the wicks. So even though, guys, don't panic, because even though it looks like we are falling and we are done with the bull market, as long as we do not close below the EMA ribbon on the weekly time frame and we get rejected, as long as we do not do that, we are fine and we are still inside of a bull market and we will still be going up and your Bitcoin is fine. This is why Bitcoin, even if it falls, it is still in the long term gonna be heading up. And even if it goes all the way down to 44 or even lower, as long as it's a wick, guys, it is fine. So this is why you should not worry about Bitcoin, and it looks worse than it actually is. It is fine. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to click that post notification bell. I'll see you guys next video. Bye!